Welcome to News Insight. Gentlemen, Ribadu here, El-Rufai there.
In fact, one day I saw them at the Hilton sometime back when Ribadu was EFCC chairman and El-Rufai was Minister of FCT.
Yes.
They were jolly good fellows.
Birds of the same
Birds
feather.
of the same
But
feather.
Ribadu still acknowledged that.
Yes.
He said because of what the family share
Together.
together, so and their past.
So could we also still now come to the fact that what Fayemi told us
About you pick
just,
the word from my mouth. Could there be acting movie?
Yeah.
You know, Fayemi said that the politicians are always acting movie.
Are you asking to hear from my lips?
Yes.
Of course, it's movie. Is it not the same Ribadu that condemned when he was EFCC chairman, the same person is serving under today, Tinubu, Akpabio, and the rest of them?
He actually said Tinubu was very corrupt.
And made sure that Akpabio, Tinubu, and Koa should not even be free to talk of election. They should be in prison. So I think it's actually what Fayemi said. And if you remember, I made you also mention something like that, even this year, you know, telling us that if we're expecting any of these guys that they have our interests at heart, we're just wasting our time. So
I think another thing also is the fact that when they want to get something, they become personal until they get it. I know both of them at one point, they want to be president of this country. Both of them. And both of them cannot be president at the same time. Ribadu right now is in that position, that targeted position where he can. You don't forget, ACN flew in before on their platform to be president. You know, so those are the kind of things.
You know, the way these people try to turn Nigeria into a laboratory specimen is actually very, very insulting.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's already talking about 2031 when Nigerians are grilling with the effect of subsidy removal. They are talking about how to stabilize the economy. You know, let me come to you, PK. Can we really give that kind of credit to Ribadu, who said, I'm currently concentrating on my job, you know, to serve Tinubu's administration well and ensure we come out clean and serve Nigerians, that I have not discussed issue of 2031 with anybody, living or dead.
But he knows he's lying from his lips.
So El-Rufai is probably correct.
You see, you know, I always told you one thing. We are political scientists.
Yeah.
The society is our laboratory.
Exactly.
We can tell you what will go on between now. You see, when Tinubu came out and said Emilio come, he had been preparing for it for a long time. So Ribadu knows, and El-Rufai knows that they are all gunning for the same thing. So there's a clash of interest somewhere.
And now my sincere confusion here is that a public office holder is not even thinking of the people he is serving. Rather, he said his concentration and all energy is to serve Tinubu.
Yeah, well, in a way, it could
In a
be
way,
that
it's his employer.
his employer. So after all, Tinubu's primary motive should be to serve Nigeria.
Yeah,
So
to serve
whatever
Nigeria.
El-Rufai is saying at the moment is a distraction to him.
According to him.
I think I like that. That means he's focused. He's a man.
How well is he serving our country?
Oh, well,
Even at
he's
that.
the national security advisor, and insecurity is going down if it has not gone down completely. But yet in Abuja, here, as I speak with you, I have the video on my phone. I did a recording of it last week, Friday, precisely. I went toward Paradise Estate, and I was expecting to see it on national news. I don't know why. I was at Paradise Estate early in the morning to pick up somebody, a friend's daughter, to drop his school because he wasn't around, and I saw where Hausa boys were caught. You know, a Hausa boy was caught that early morning, and before the next 1 hour, another one was caught. I have the video. Quote me, I have the video as we speak. Yeah. And then what happened? Those were, they call them Ebola, you know, these scavengers.
Yeah.
You know, and then what happened? They came robbing from sites, new sites that was under construction, and then they tied the security. But you see how fate will have it. Every day for the chief, one day for the other. And one of them was caught. And if you see the way he was beaten, and I got there, I said, no, you don't kill him. Thank God it was Hausa. I'm sure if it's an Igbo guy, it would have been a different language. If it's a Yoruba guy, it would have been a different ball game. So I kind of said, okay, fine, let's do it this way. Let's preserve this guy. He will be able to give us information in less than 1 hour. Another one came. Life Camp Police Station here in FCT. This matter, I told them, go report at Life Camp. This matter was reported same day. 18 more people were caught in Abuja here with 11 guns. Quote me.
No, not quote.
I
Yes.
have the video.
No.
So, but what baffles me is that we talk of one chance, and we have a national security advisor that said, of course, he's serving us. And here in FCT, there's no security.
So it comes to what PK said. Just yesterday, I mentioned to you somebody I know that sells phone in banners that was kidnapped yesterday. I reported to police, and I'm so sure that people reported to police because they were calling all anybody that is in the phone, the phone contact, and all that to get money and all that. You see, the insecurity is still there. Why anybody is giving Tinubu that credit is it is not probably not the one of interstate. Is especially it's not as bad as
we cannot you see there are a lot of ways these things also work.
Yes. Because
there's still kidnapping, whether it's
excessively within the town.
So in politics there are a lot of things you do, and there's a culprits or people that are culpable in so many of these things that are happening. The media right now is well managed and controlled.
So could that be the job the Ribadu is concentrating on? Because you see, El-Rufai's claim is this, that Ribadu is conniving with Obasani, the governor that took over from El-Rufai, to damage his image, simply to preserve themselves for 2031 election. Meaning that those Bok has made up their mind to support Asiwaju for 2027.
Yes. So it's very obvious that people like Obasani and some other people have made up their mind to support Asiwaju for 2027, so that there are lots to will be preserved. Now, we're talking about security. This security we're talking about, there's also the control of media. There's media control. Don't forget it. We can decide not to report on a particular case, and most of the media houses are controlled that way. So don't forget. I think Tinubu has one of the biggest media aid that any other president has had in a long time. I mean, from Bawa to Nonuga to so many of them, that in different platforms, whether on social, whether on news media, whether on anyone, so they should not only manage the media, they should deal with what it is, because it's not what you just cover up. But between the fight of El-Rufai and Ribadu, we're going to see more of it.
Okay, now, El-Rufai is a very, very close person with Ribadu. Well,
he's still
If we add, let me tell you. If we add the movie content, I can say there's difference.
Let's beyond the movie content. Asiwaju asked El-Rufai to come and be a minister under his cabinet. It was a security report that was given to him.
But you found out a few days ago, El-Rufai himself said Asiwaju never intended really to have him.
But of course, security report says this man cannot be. But of course, too, they know his antics. If he stays there, he talks more than them, he acts more than them, the way he's doing now.
So he's overbearing in nature. Okay, let's put it this way. El-Rufai knows everybody very, very well, and he knows politics very well. Do you think El-Rufai is sincerely lying when he says Ribadu is keeping it cool simply for 2021?
No, I think as a Nigerian and also a Northerner, El-Rufai is not far from the truth. Because these guys think it's like a birthright. Remember, the present president said it was his turn. And then there's this feeling that the North is waiting. And then they feel that, okay, fine, if I serve this man very well, it can get to me. And age is on the side of Nuhu Ribadu, all right? And then him and El-Rufai were very close. They are more of brothers than even friends, you get. So only two of them know what they've been eyeing and discussing before now, all right? Before, they both supported Tinubu very seriously with everything they could or they had. Now, maybe with the agreement that if we do it this way, when it's time for the North, you guys will be favored. Probably out of this normal discussion, eyeing that seat. Today, El-Rufai has been pushed off, out of this present government. That's why he's already shouting. He's been shouting all this while. Because coming to say that Obasani and Nuhu Ribadu, their tactics is for against his own reputation and for the interest of Ribadu's future ambition of being the president, is even insulting to Nigerians, because we are not even talking about the effect of these guys to the security and economy and the well-being of Nigerians. Rather, it's about himself. Yet, El-Rufai is championing something that will be good for us, which we should be smart enough to capture into it and use for our own interests as well. So if El-Rufai accusation of Nuhu intentions is for presidency, I won't be surprised.
Okay, now let's put it away. Put it side by side. Persecution versus truth. That's what I'm coming. I've always said something.
Yeah.
If you find a witch while witch hunting, there is actually nothing wrong.
No.
Because that's why you are witch hunting. You are not hunting to not find something.
Exactly.
So if you find a witch while witch hunting, then it's okay. Do you think they are persecuting Rufai, that there's no corruption here? Because he said that they have been working together. That's Uba and Nuhu Ribadu are working together to damage his image, but they are being frustrated in the process because there is nothing there.
Well, I've not seen any witch hunt. They've witch hunted him. That's the truth. If they are witch hunting him by night, he should have been in jail, should have been arrested, should have been molested. He walks free, he talks free. I think that's one of the person that has talked free most that is on the other side at this moment. Now, have they brought up a probe to indict him in any matter? Has he been invited by EFCC? Has he slept in incarceration?
No.
So I don't see any witch hunting there. He's not just going his way, so he's shouting.
So we have a. Let me just.
In addition to what you said, I think if you say they are witch hunting him, remember El-Rufai planted Ubasani in Kaduna State for personal interest, believing he'll be using.
As a matter of fact, a lot of people went as far as saying that the person, Nuruddin, the speaker, was Tajuddin Abbas became speaker by even recommendation of El-Rufai.
That is it.
Because at that time he was hoping to be a minister.
Yes.
So when you look at it critically, then the Nuhu Ribadu of his person as well. There's rumor that he is one of the strong forces that didn't allow El-Rufai to become minister. So if you say they are witch hunting him,
No,
he may not be witch hunting him with EFCC, but he has been witch hunted already.
Well, that's what I'm
He has
saying.
been crippled.
No, crippled. That's what. If you are saying really witch hunt, well, let's leave the witch hunt matter. He can talk, he can move. He's spending his money.
he
doesn't have to be a minister.
He doesn't have to be a minister. I can be a minister.
He was
too.
already a minister. There are
fact,
millions of Nigerians that could be a minister that are not minister.
Exactly. Look, at less than my age, he was BPP
chair or whatever.
Director General. Then he rose from there and became a minister. He rose from there and became a governor for 8 years. Come on, Nigeria has done him.
Nobody's witch-hunting him.
Nobody's witch-hunting him. But also, we cannot take out the fact that they don't want him to have the influence that he wields from Kaduna State to the whole of Nigeria.
But let's be clear. We have about just a minute to wrap this up. He's organizing coalition to unseat Tinubu, which is normal in democracy.
That's what politics is.
That's what politics is all about.
Yes.
Democracy is about winning.
Yes.
So, do you think they will just sit back and watch him?
No, you see, okay, fine. Because they know if this coalition is allowed, and of course it's beginning to gain momentum. Now, if they know if these guys champion this thing very well and it's stabilized, it's going to be a very serious threat to their future ambition, because they are not really working for their work to make Nigerians want to vote them back. Rather, they believe in the way things have been done
to muzzle people.
So these other guys understand their tactics are beginning to prepare a counter attack. So of course,
do you see Ribadu 2031?
No, I don't see.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Okay, I think
2031.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Ribadu is not fit to rule this country.
Let's not get.
Don't also forget that even within the Asoro, there are power plays.
Let me tell you, Ribadu had contested to be a president before.
Yes.
And I listened to the debates.
Yes.
To be honest with you, except growth happens over time, except he has grown. I listened to the debates that time. I was disappointed when he was asked his kind of strength in becoming the president of Nigeria. He said he was the youngest contestant as a
What does that have to do with?
So being the youngest person was what you want. So you come to Nigeria, say I'm the youngest person. Other people are also younger than you. I was expecting to use the opportunity to lay out what he wanted to do as a president for Nigeria. He couldn't. I watched that debate.
The Nigeria of his dream for 2031. He couldn't even stay.
So the youngest person should automatically become the president. It makes no sense.
Just like we had Bawa in the EFCC, and we know how it.
I celebrated the day Bawa was appointed, but unfortunately, he failed us.
But you guys should not give up on me.
Don't worry about that. So the takeaway here, let's get it on. The time is against us. There is no immediate calculation that Ribadu must be there 2031.
No.
Just like he said.
Yes.
Just like he said, ironically, he should concentrate on serving Nigerians.
We
From now.
want to see more of the effectiveness
Of their
the forces,
administration, yes.
in tackling insecurity.
Insecurity
is monitoring.
Oh, that's good. So this is Still News Insight. We'll be right back. Thank you very much.